consider this idea that any kind of pain or emotional discomfort is a signal. It's a signal to you that something needs to be dealt with. Now, sometimes that signal is not necessary anymore. I don't know if you've ever had the check engine light go on in your car, where the check engine light goes on, and it turns out that there's really nothing wrong with your engine. It's actually the fuse or something like that that's making that light go on. Well, now sometimes, when the pain or the discomfort is a legitimate signal, you don't want to hypnotize that away. No kind of, you can do a lot of mental work to try to cover it up, but maybe there's something you need to do with your consciously to actually fix that problem. But if the problem, if everything's been done that can be done, that should be done to check that situation out, if you have a toothache, if you've been to the dentist, if you have a backache, if you've had that checked out or gotten some massage, done the things, if all of that stuff has been done and it serves no useful purpose, then it's okay to let it go. It's really okay to let it go. So ask yourself, if there's something that is bothering you right now, and it's even better if it's something you're really feeling right now, okay? So, maybe there's the big stuff that's out there that you're kind of worrying about. Maybe there's something that's bothering you right now, maybe something is physical. Maybe it's, a little ache or pain or something that happened earlier, I don't know. And ask yourself if that's something that is okay. Does it serve any useful purpose? If it doesn't serve any useful purpose, then we're gonna let it go. Okay, we're gonna let it go. Now, I want you to consider this: the part of your brain, okay, the physical part of your brain that manages your experience of this, it's actually sending that experience into your conscious awareness. That part of your brain is communicating something that you, on a deep level, to your conscious awareness. Now, consider the possibility that this could be a two-way communication. It's not just a one-way, where it's coming to your conscious communication, to your conscious awareness. Consider the possibility that it could be a two-way communication. So this part is letting you know that thing is going on. And that's a direct pointer to the part of your brain that is actually activating it. And if you were to see a brain scan of your brain, and they do have brain scans now that show brain activity, if you actually see that, you would see that there is a part of your brain that is lighting up. It's a specific part of your brain that's lighting up, is communicating with you. But it's also an opportunity because it's showing you where that circuit is. So now what if you can communicate back the other way to that part? Let that part of your brain know that this is okay to let this go. This is a check engine light situation. It's just the fuse that's gone. It's not something that's important. So that's what I want to do. That's what we're going to do. So now, I think what I'll do is jump over here again. Here. All right, this is an exercise that I call the control lever. And these little exercises, little things that I put together, but they're all just based on very, very basic principles that we all know. Anybody who goes through a NLP or hypnosis program of training will understand some of these basic concepts. Like the last one, eye fixation, submodalities of your thoughts. This one, we've got a little bit of parts work. There's some other stuff you'll see. But what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to think of something that you'd like to change that's causing discomfort. And if it's causing you discomfort right now, that's the kind of thing that you want to work on. Not something that's just theoretical, like, oh, I think it's going to bother me, but something that you're actually experiencing right now. And then I'm going to ask you on a scale of 0 to 10 to give the discomfort a number. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to have you extend your arm out and just kind of create in your mind. Now, everybody's different, but create in your mind the best way for yourself to imagine very vividly that that's like a control directly connected to that brain center in your brain that's actually controlling that experience of the discomfort. And once that syncs up, once that kind of syncs up, and you can imagine that very, very vividly, you can allow that level to come down as the arm comes down. And then we can check in again with the sud. That's basically the 0 to 10 number. Okay, so that is basically the format that we're going to go. So let's go ahead and go through it. First step, go ahead and think of something that's bothering you right now. Something that's causing you some discomfort right now. Doesn't have to be big, the biggest thing in the world. It could be big, it could be small, but the more you're feeling it right now, the better. And as you become aware of that, then just kind of pay attention to, does it have a shape? Does it have a color? Maybe it's been going on for a while. Is it something that, do you say things to yourself about it? Just kind of notice, what's up with that. And then give it a number. Where are you with that right now? What number would you give it? On a scale of 0 to 10, how bad is that? Where is it? Now, out in front of you, let's say like up here is 10 and down on the floor is a 0. Up here is 10 and down the floor is 0. I want you to go ahead and put your arm out at the number where you think this discomfort is. Just go ahead and put your arm out at the number, and I want you to look at the hand. Look at your hand. And now go ahead in your mind, just imagine, in whatever way works for you, the connection between your arm, and leave that arm out there. Look at that hand just for a moment, and imagine the connection between that arm, that hand, and that center in your brain that's causing the discomfort. And just tell that part of your brain, it's okay to let this go. And as you do that, just imagine that process is syncing up. The arm and that center in your brain is syncing up. Imagine that as vividly as you can. So you might feel the arm might go up a little bit, might go down a little bit as it kind of locks into sync. And now just allow that arm to come down. Just as it's in sync, it can slowly descend and maybe pauses once in a while to resync with that part of your mind. And just let it gradually come down, bring that level down. Only as quickly as you can actually keep it synced and integrate what's happening. Because integrating it and accepting it is actually just as important as making the change. And just let that arm and that hand just come down gradually at its own speed, just kind of float down until it's all the way down. Just go ahead and do it thoroughly, all the way down. Automatically. You can direct it with your thoughts. You can direct it with your thoughts. I'm just providing some words. You can direct it with your thoughts, all the way down, all the way down. And just give yourself a little nod if you can accept that. Accept the change. And now go ahead and once your arm is all the way down, you're going to go ahead and check in and check where the number is. I mean, when you think about it, your body knows how to heal a cut. It knows how to heal any number of things. So you just kind of need to give it permission. You don't really have to know exactly how it's doing that. So, it doesn't, you don't have to completely tell it what to do, just kind of point it in the right direction. So let's move on to the next thing.